Welcome to our Sanskrit.com. This is lesson 26.
In the previous lesson, lesson 25, we looked at Bahuvrihi compounds. In this lesson, lesson 26, we will look at the passive voice. In earlier lessons, we learned that most verbs could be conjugated in two voices, the active and the middle. In both the active and middle voices, it is the object of the verb that undergoes the action of the verb. The active voice is generally used to convey a transitive meaning, while the middle voice is used to convey a reflexive meaning. In practice, however, the active and the middle voices are used interchangeably. Also, some verbs are conjugated only in the middle voice, while some only in the active. Most are conjugated in both the voices. The passive voice is a form of the verb where the subject undergoes the action of the verb. The passive conjugation can almost be considered to be the 11th conjugation class. Like the 4th class, the class sign is ya. However, for the passive, the root is modified somewhat before ya is added to get the stem. The verb is then conjugated like any thematic verb, but only in the middle voice. And using this, all the tenses and modes can be conjugated. The present indicative, the imperfect, the optative, and the imperative. Regular present participles in mana can also be formed. The conjugation paradigms for the root ni is given here. As we said before, unlike for verbs conjugated in class 4, the root is modified before the ya is added. The rules of modification are very complicated. Please go to our Sanskrit.com lesson 26 for these rules. For transitive verbs, the passive is used exactly as in English. Rama kills Ravana, active, becomes Ravana is killed by Rama. The original subject, that is Rama, is put in the instrumental in the passive construction. The original object, that is Ravana, is put in the nominative. Some other usages of the passive are given here. Intransitive verbs cannot be made into passive in English. However, this is possible in Sanskrit. This type of construction is called bhave or impersonal construction. I go to the forest becomes it is gone to the forest by me. The passive verb is then always rendered in the third person singular. Aham vanam gacchami becomes maya vanam gamyate. You would have noticed that the passive sign ya is the same as a class sign for class 4 roots. Of course, in the class 4 roots, the root is unaltered to form the stem, but in the passive, the root may be altered. However, the real difference is a change of accent. In the class 4 roots, the ya added is unaccented. The accent falls on the radical vowel. However, in the passive, the ya added is an accented one. The radical vowel is unaccented. A similar difference exists between class 1 roots and class 6 roots. In class 1 roots, the class sign a added is an unaccented one, while in class 6, the a added is an accented one. The accent, which was very prominent in ancient Vedic Sanskrit, has been lost in classical Sanskrit. We will look at Vedic accents in later lessons. This is the end of lesson 26. In this lesson, we looked at the passive voice.